You want to win? You want to achieve greatness. But do you have the mindset to make it happen? It's not about waiting for the perfect moment, because that moment won't come. It's about pushing through fear, pain, and doubt. It's about going all in, no matter how hard it gets. You've faced challenges, you've been knocked down, but guess what? That's exactly what's shaping you into something unstoppable. The world doesn't give you what you want on a silver platter. It forces you to fight for it. But here's the truth. You're capable of more than you think. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is your willingness to keep going when others quit. When you commit fully, when you push past every obstacle, that's when the magic happens. Are you ready to see how far you can really go? Stay with me, and let's break through together. Your life is yours alone. Don't let anyone or anything crush it in a silent submission. Stay awake. Stay aware. There are always ways out, always doors waiting to be opened. Somewhere there is light. It might not be bright. It might flicker, but even the faintest light is stronger than the deepest darkness. You have to stay alert. Life will throw opportunities your way. You need to recognize them. You need to grab them. You can't outrun death. None of us can. But you can defy it while you're alive. Sometimes. And the more you learn to do that, the more light you'll find in your life. This is your life. Understand that while you still have it, you are something extraordinary. Life itself is waiting to celebrate you. But let me tell you something. If you're going to try, you need to go all the way. Otherwise, don't even start. If you're serious about chasing your dreams, about living fully, you have to commit completely. Going halfway will get you nowhere. Going all the way might cost you everything. You might lose people close to you, your girlfriend, your wife, your family, your friends. You might lose your job, your stability. You might even lose your mind. But even then, go all the way. It can mean going without food for days, feeling hunger gnaw at you. It might mean freezing on a park bench with nowhere else to go. It could land you in jail. People might mock you, laugh at you, point fingers and criticize you. You might be alone, completely isolated. But here's the truth. This isolation, this loneliness is a gift. Every hardship, every loss, every bit of ridicule is a test. It's life asking you, how badly do you want this? And if you want it badly enough, you'll keep going. No matter how many doors slam in your face, no matter how many people doubt you, you will continue. You'll move forward despite rejection, despite overwhelming odds. And that struggle, that relentless pursuit, will be more rewarding than anything else you could ever imagine. Most people don't understand this. They live cautiously, afraid of discomfort, afraid of failure. They cling to security, never daring to step outside of their comfort zones. But you are not like them. You know that the greatest rewards come with the greatest risks. You know that to live fully means to embrace pain, loss, and struggle. Because through those things, you grow. Through those things, you become unstoppable. Think about it. How many people have abandoned their dreams because it got too hard? How many people chose the safe path and now live with regret? Don't let that be you. You were not born to live a life of quiet desperation. You were born to fight, to conquer, to thrive. You were born to turn every obstacle into a stepping stone. Life will never hand you what you want on a silver platter. It will test you at every turn. It will challenge you, push you, and sometimes it will break you. But every challenge is an opportunity in disguise. Every setback is a lesson. Life is constantly offering you chances, but they won't always be obvious. They might come dressed as hardships, failures, or heartbreak. Your job is to recognize them and seize them. That's how you win, not by waiting for the perfect moment, because that moment will never come, but by acting now, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's terrifying. Fear will try to hold you back. It will whisper in your ear, what if you fail? What will people think? But here's the truth. Failure isn't the enemy. Inaction is. Failure teaches you. It strengthens you. But doing nothing, that only leads to regret. And regret is far more painful than any failure could ever be. You need to understand this deeply. You cannot beat death. It's coming for all of us. But you can beat death in life. You can live in a way that defies it. You can live so fiercely, so boldly, that when the end finally comes, it won't matter. You will know that you gave everything, that you squeezed every last drop out of this life. And that is the greatest victory of all. So if you're going to chase your dreams, go all the way. Don't half-step. Don't hold back. Push through the pain, through the fear, through the loneliness. Let people doubt you. Let them laugh. None of it matters. What matters is that you keep going. The more you commit, the more light you'll find. The more you endure, the stronger you'll become. And in that struggle, in that relentless pursuit, you will discover something incredible. You are more powerful than you ever realized. You are capable of things you can't even imagine yet. But you'll never know unless you push yourself, unless you commit fully. Remember this, your life is your own. No one else can live it for you. No one else can fight your battles. So fight hard, live fully, go all the way. If you're going to try, then give it everything you have. Nothing else in this world compares to that feeling. When you commit fully, you'll find yourself standing alone with the gods, and the nights around you will burn with fire. So do it. Don't hesitate. Don't hold back. Do it all the way. Every step, every breath, every ounce of energy, pour it into what you're chasing. Go all the way. When you do, you won't just live, you'll soar. You'll ride through life straight into pure, unstoppable laughter. That kind of freedom, that kind of triumph, is the only fight truly worth having. It's the fight that defines us, the one that makes every struggle, every loss, and every win meaningful. Our greatest achievements aren't behind us. They can't be. The best of what we are destined for still lies ahead, rising far beyond where we stand now. Our future isn't on the ground. It's above us, waiting for us to climb, to reach, to conquer. If you're going to try, then go all the way. There's no other feeling that can compare. It's a rare kind of freedom, one that few will ever understand. When you commit fully to something, you separate yourself from the masses. You stand alone, but that solitude becomes your greatest strength. You'll find yourself standing with the gods, and the nights will burn around you with a fire only you can feel. It's a fire that drives you, that lights your path when everything else goes dark. So do it. Do it without hesitation. Do it with every fiber of your being, all the way, every step, every sacrifice, every moment. Going all the way isn't just about working hard. It's about dedicating yourself entirely, heart and soul, to your vision. It's about pushing past limits that once seemed unbreakable. You'll lose people along the way. Friends, family, relationships. They might not understand why you're so relentless. They'll question you. They'll doubt you. They might even leave you. And that will hurt. But it's a test. Life is asking you, how much do you really want this? And your answer must be, more than anything. It won't be easy. Nothing worth having ever is. You'll face nights when you're completely alone, with nothing but your thoughts and that burning desire in your chest. You'll feel pain, physical, emotional, mental. You might lose your stability. You might lose your mind. You might lose the life you thought you needed. You might starve, freeze, or fail more times than you can count. People might mock you, point fingers, call you crazy. You might face rejection after rejection, but none of that matters, Because when you go all the way, every hardship becomes fuel. Every setback becomes a stepping stone. And in that struggle, you'll find a strength you never knew you had. That isolation, that loneliness, it's not a punishment. It's a gift. It's a moment where you become sharper, stronger, more focused. It's where distractions fall away and all that's left is you and your purpose. Most people will never experience that. They'll choose comfort. They'll choose safety. But not you. You'll keep going no matter what, because that's what it takes. There is no halfway. You either commit fully or you don't start at all. Halfway efforts lead to halfway results. And that's not what you're here for. You're here to win, to conquer, to become something greater than you were yesterday. And the only way to do that is to give everything you have. Every failure, every sleepless night, every sacrifice, it all brings you closer to that moment when it all pays off. And when it does, it will be better than anything you could have ever imagined. You'll reach a point where the pain no longer scares you, where failure no longer intimidates you, because you'll understand that it's all part of the process. You'll see that every obstacle was placed in your path for a reason, to make you stronger, to make you ready. And when you finally break through, when you finally taste victory, it won't be luck. It will be the result of every moment you refuse to quit. And when that happens, when you've gone all the way, you'll experience something most people will never feel. You'll ride through life straight into perfect laughter. Not the shallow laughter of comfort, but the deep, full laughter of someone who knows they've conquered their fears, their limits, and their doubts. It's the laughter of victory, of freedom, of living without regrets. That feeling, that perfect, unstoppable joy is the reward for going all in. That's the only fight that matters. The fight to become everything you're meant to be. To rise above the noise, the doubt, the fear, and the comfort that holds so many back. It's the fight that transforms you, that pushes you beyond what you thought was possible. And understand this, your greatest accomplishments are not behind you. They never were. Your destiny isn't in the past, it's ahead of you, above you, waiting for you to rise. Every step you take forward brings you closer to it. The future holds more for you than anything you've left behind. That's why you can't stop now. You can't settle. You can't turn back. You have to keep going, because the best is yet to come. When you decide to go all the way, you're making a promise to yourself. A promise that no matter how hard it gets, you won't stop. That you'll keep pushing, keep fighting, and keep rising. That promise is sacred. It's what separates those who dream from those who achieve. So don't hold back. Don't let fear win. Don't let the opinions of others steer you off course. This is your life. No one else can live it for you. No one else can fight your battles. You have to fight for yourself, for your dreams, for your future. Because when you go all the way, you'll discover that you were always capable of more than you believe. You'll realize that every struggle, every loss, every sacrifice was worth it. And in that moment, when you stand victorious, you'll know that this was the only fight worth having. The lessons we've shared aren't just words. They're a call to action. Your journey toward a fulfilling, unstoppable life begins with one decision: to take control and move forward, no matter the odds. Life isn't waiting, and neither should you. The power to rise above doubt, fear, and uncertainty is in your hands. If this message resonates with you, don't let it end here. Join our community by subscribing to this channel. Be part of a movement where dreams are chased, goals are achieved, and challenges become stepping stones. Together, we'll continue to grow, learn, and inspire each other to reach new heights. Hit that subscribe button because your best days are still ahead. Let's make them count, starting now. Thank you for being here. and I can't wait to see how far you'll go.